life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and... worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who, or what, is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
my life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and... worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
So, it's easy now.
Ugh, what a dismal way to wake. In the belly of the beast. Let's see if I can grope my way out. An animal pen. How utterly charming.
Shaking her fluffy...
Fresh meat.
It's...
With 2 shakes of her stomach. Did you expect a needle?
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. There you are. In the meantime, you'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why? Because we're at...
Index fingers pressed to her lip.
My word, you do seem a bit... Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. A new life awaits, and if you're a particular... Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those...
Currents of magic surge in...
My, look at the concentration. There you have it. See? For your own peace of mind, of course.
No indications of a struggle.
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass...
Easy now. You're paling me up. Waters is... Aren't you, Ent? Go ahead. Nothing to see.
That's enough now. Ah, there you are. Would you please tell this how very correct... What? What's...
Her pinched face...
Yeah, okay.
She turns to you.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume... Nope. Trying not to find a fact. You take care then.
Suddenly, as quickly as they...
Good luck, Chief.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you.
The elf is reading... He reaches out. He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly...
I am not as brittle as all that. Oh dear. I seem to have You have my apology. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once. Perhaps. Take this book, for example. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Most unusual, and if it's not too rude to suggest, not much of an answer. No. I want to know about this text. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their... Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along.
No amount of...
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's
Well,
nothing else.
the lizard looks you... All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin.
I'm inspecting... Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Oh, goodness. On to the second question. Yes, well, I'll count that. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the very... So, 3 as per your own... That won't do at all, see? I'll have you know that threatening one's must still. Hone your skills, and one day you may just...
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'm busy watching.
Keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
A scruffy man, lad,
Watch your back.
rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning. Then he leans in,
Pinches less that way, right?
hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction. The sullen Magister settles back to his task.
I'd wish you good.
Pigs coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Here's the register. You faring okay so far?
I've never died on anything,
Glad you head on in.
and I don't intend to do away with
Those bubbles trained on her.
Standing at the centre,
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella.
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
she turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means you're
She reaches for...
I'm just about...
Subdue him, man, quick!
She smiles with...
Precise.
What's happened?
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from it. The dog notices... It sneezes.
Can't smell. Please, make it stop. Oh.
The dog whines.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. God damn it! Need to get off this wreck. And quick. Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull. By the gods, need to get off this ship. That means there's still a chance.
Shut your trap, kid.
The dwarf yanks him.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Thank you, there's a ladder one.
You're gonna be the death.
The Magister lies.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a wait. Voidwoken!
Beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
They who are about to triumph.
I'm ready.
I've faced worse.
It's Magister.
She tries to speak, but can only gape with jagged movement. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. Blood pours out from around. It's working. Something within the ship snaps. Siwan struggles.
It's ripping the ship apart.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.